Now let's discuss a very important concept. What is the difference between the jungle and between our society, human? What is the difference? They do deception, we do deception. What is the difference there? And what is the difference here? What is the difference between these two environments? What do you think?
Selfish.
What's that?
Selfish, becoming one more and more.
Okay, they are selfish also. You can see they are selfish. So they are selfish, we are selfish. What is the difference? Why we don't live in the jungle?
They do it only to survive.
They do it only to survive. So look what I want to add to that. The rules of the game by doing deception is acceptable in the jungle. Is it acceptable in the jungle? They say sometime is acceptable in the jungle. Why? Because they say in the jungle, in so many situations, there are no rules. The only rules is survive and strive. That's it. These are the rules. You do anything possible to be able to survive and strive. Regardless if you are going to do something that you should not, or sometime if you do something beyond what you should. It depends. Because this is the jungle. No one said these are the rules of the game that you need to follow. And if you don't follow, you go to prison. But we have that in human. No one said if you trick someone, or if you lie, or if you deceive, or if you do corruption or fraud, we will consider it an illegal act and we take action against you and we isolate you from the social group. We make the social group take you out, and after you do your act, if you come back to social group, they will not accept you again. You can't find a job. They will not like you. They don't have that. They have different environment. So the difference between them and us, that we have code of conduct. That all of us we agreed on and we adhere to. What is that code of conduct? We call it law. We call it law. In the jungle, they don't call it law. They call it morality. This is how things are done in our social group. So if our social group is about eating other animals and tricking, we do it. Doesn't matter. But in real life here, all of us, we agreed all over the world, in the human world, that we have law, and all of us, we follow. And all of us, we adhere to. And if you don't follow, if you manipulate, if you do fraud, we consider you violated that law and you are out of the social group. That's the difference. The three rules that are governing our life is the following. They are the law, they are morality, and they are ethics. These are the three rules that will decide your decision today and every day. So let's discuss them. How it will happen? The world we are living in, the government will decide the law in every country, in every spot you are living in. Good. Now, morality will be decided by your social group. It depends which social group. Sometimes it can be based on religion. Sometimes it can be based on nationality. Sometimes it can be based on the family that you grow up in. Sometimes it can be based on your beliefs. Sometimes it can be based on certain environment or ideas that you believe in. So this will create, what's the meaning of morality? What is right and what is wrong? Which is, what is right and what is wrong for you, not for the world. What is right and what is wrong in the world, we call it law. The government will say, this is right, this is wrong. But what is right and what is wrong for you is based on your social group. And now we live in a world of conflict where you have your own beliefs in your social group and you need to survive with your social group. And you learn this from the communication in the social group and you believe this is how the world should be. And you come to the world where the rules are set by the government and they say these are the rules of the game. And now, if you believe that you see that red light and you say, why red light is not important? In my country, everyone will drive when it's red light. This is how we do it. What you do? You cross the red light. Because you say red light is not something that's important. I visited one country and listen what happened. This is a very funny story. I visited one country. My friend picked me up from the airport. So when he picked me up from the airport, we were driving home. So I saw red traffic light and he crossed it. I said, why you crossed it? He said, don't worry, I live here. This is how we do it. I'm local here. I said, okay. Then I found another red light. Then he crossed it. I said, well, another red. He said, don't worry, I'm local. I'm crossing it. Don't worry, I live here. Then the light was green. Then he stopped. I said, why you stop? He said, another local is passing by. See? They understand each other. This is how business will be done there, right? This is in some part of the world. This is how things will be done. No need for traffic lights. Why we have them? We understand each other. But the world is not operating like this. We need to follow the laws. So what we have between law and morality, we have ethics. See, this is the thing that will make you decide. We have code of conduct. We have code of ethics. Will tell you what you are gonna do is acceptable or it's not acceptable based on the profession, based on the task, based on whatever things you are gonna do. It will help you make that decision where you are gonna adhere to the law, but at the same time you are not gonna follow something that you should not do based on the decision or the situation you are facing. It will govern your choices. And this is why we are living in a human world where we communicate, we understand, and we come up with the right decision. And if you don't do that, if you violate code of ethics, or if you violate the law, sometime you go to prison.